I just want to run down the line a little bit of injuries and all that.
Yep.
Ellie, what's her status for tonight? Does she look good?
She looked good this morning. She looked good yesterday, so it'll just be a game time decision. Yep.
Carla, what happened there? When did she?
Her foot was sore after the last game, but she is also a game time decision. But you know me with health. Yeah, I want them to be 100% healthy before I play. Yeah.
And then Chechi just not on this trip. Do you have
Yeah.
like a projection for her? How long do you expect her to be?
No projection because it was so last minute. During warm-ups actually. Yeah, I'm just kind of being patient. She just said she didn't feel great. She didn't feel 100. So I was just like, okay, well, I'm big too with flying. So if like you're unhealthy and then you fly, there's a lot of dehydration and there's a lot of swelling. So I just be mindful that, hey, why don't you just stay back? And then we have 5 days after these 2 games. So I just kind of figured let's be safe because the goal is the playoffs. But then if we're not 100% in the playoffs, it's kind of pointless, so. Yep.
Take away from the first few games against this Phoenix bunch, when you're in games, you've had leads, that kind of thing. What's it going to take to get over the top?
Yeah, rebounding.
Okay.
Yeah, they ramped it up. It's kind of very similar to the Atlanta game as well. Our last 2 losses kind of came back with, the spider, third or fourth quarter of a more physical team that we played. They ramped up their defense and then the rebounding.
Can you talk a little bit about Burton and how special she's been? Maybe to you, not under the radar, but maybe to some other fans, definitely under the radar, and they're thinking, my God, who is this player? And yet you grabbed her out of the expansion pool. Why? And how much has she either lived up or exceeded hopes?
Yeah, exceeded definitely. Hopefully she's not under the radar anymore, just by the numbers that she's kind of been thrown around the last couple games. Originally I liked her because of her fight, her resilience, her defense. And then all of a sudden I have a point guard that wants to learn and be in the gym 24/7. And so when you have a player of that combination, the sky's the limit. Now I realize, especially with that last couple games, that she was able to sustain both offense and defense. She's our heartbeat. Like, let's just be honest. The way that she was able to defend multiple players last game, get rebounds, dive on the floor, and then be our, priority threat, I would say offensively, of getting downhill, getting and ones, making the right plays. I think she had 14 assists and 0 turnovers. And she's had multiple games of like double figure assists with 0 turnovers. That's the Chris Paul era of me when I was with the Clippers, of like, we would always challenge each other, like, okay, let's see how many assists you get, but like 0 turnovers was like a special element of being a point guard. And so we constantly challenged her that turnovers was our problem, right? And so with V leading us in that type of stat of 14 assists and 0 turns, especially against a team like Phoenix, they're top in defense. So just kind of credit to her to always take on the challenge of what this team needs and what we need, in order to win.
Just kind of follow up on Veronica too, just like when I think it was here the first preseason game and she was in the starting lineup. What kind of gave you that indication that she was ready to take that leap to become a starter? Because I don't think everyone saw that coming.
Yeah, I know. I had no idea. I'm a first-year head coach, and a couple of girls came early, and so that gave me a bigger lens on them, honestly. And I got to know them earlier. So, like I said, credit to V to like want to come right after her Australian season. She wanted to come straight. No, I said, go home, go see your family, go rest, get your body right. Literally, she came from like the celebration, and she was just like this, and I'm like, you're not even here. So again, she, her I want to be better. I want to be coached. I want to be the best. And so, yeah. And just, I think honestly, what people don't know about players that improve is how coachable they are. Like V is, what do you need? What can I do to get better? And this is every day. So, I mean, a lot of people, Anna, you've coached, like, to have a player that is like that rather than like, nah, I know it all. Right. Or I'm good. No. No, I was stubborn. But I didn't know it all. So yeah, go ahead.
How do Hayes and Late balance her out?
Hayes and Carla. I think they give her an extra, attacker. It gives her a little bit release because sometimes V playing off the ball obviously gives her options to catch and shoot and then catch a drive to make 0.5 decisions. So it gives her a little bit release of the point guard and then her ability to guard other positions.
5, I may be off a game or two, but what you've done since Thornton goes down.
Mm.
Help us understand the initial shock, and I know you've answered this question before, so thanks for your patience. But the initial shock when she goes down, and the fact that your club, the resilience and still to the prize of making the playoffs.
Yeah, it almost felt like a nightmare, really. Because that was our all-star, like you said, that was our single all-star. Gosh, she was our communicator, she was our leader, and I think that's, again, now giving credit to V because she's kind of taken on her voice. But I think one of the coolest things that day and that week was like we all wanted to do it for KT, and that kind of gave us a little bit more purpose. And I think when you have purpose with a new team, I think you connect a little bit quicker and you connect for better reason. And so, unfortunately, we used her as, something to give us more purpose. And KT communicates with us. She checks in. She's there at every practice that she can. And so also just everyone we asked, now you got to do more. It wasn't just V. We asked Chechi, you got to do more. Ja, you got to do more. Carla, you have to do more. So everyone being in the gym more, watching film with the coaches, shoot, texting me because I'm obsessive texter when I want things to happen instantly. So just giving credit to everyone doing more with KT not being here.
Do you have, this is my ignorance, so again, your patience is appreciated.
Oh.
When you look at your roster right now, how many of your current players, healthy, have been in the playoffs?
Oh, Morgan.
Okay. You love the muscle memory
Yeah.
of crunch time.
Yeah.
Of getting to the playoffs.
Yeah.
This, here we go. It's
Yeah.
go time. It's not a marathon anymore. It's whoa.
Yeah.
So who's that player for you? Even if they haven't been to the playoffs.
Yeah, it's everyone.
Okay.
Everyone, because like even today, like we might be down players. We were down players last week. Even on our long road trip, we didn't have Tip, Chechi, Mo. We didn't have them for our back-to-back on the road where we flew from Washington to Chicago. We had 9. I think we picked up Kyla that day. So it's everyone, and we're all learning the experiences as we move. And I actually even talked about this yesterday. It is playoff mode now for us. It is now. Because we have to win every game. And to be honest, shoot, as a head coach, I haven't had any experience in the playoffs. So I love that it's maybe some of our first together. And it's really how I can prepare their mindset. It really is. If they haven't been there, okay, well, how can I make them feel confident and connected? How am I going to make myself feel confident and connected as well? So we're going through the growing pains together, really.
Coaches don't want to say this is a must win. Is this a must win?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Why don't they want to say it?
Are you kidding me? They say it all the time. They
But
say
why
it
wouldn't they want to say it?
because they don't want to put the emphasis on one game.
Oh,
I'm just.
Oh.
Why is it a must win to you then? Why do you see it?
playoffs yet. We have 9 games left. There's no guarantee. No, this is just me speaking.
Yeah.
It's just my mentality. It's a must win for sure because we're not in the we don't have an X. The only team that has an X is Minnesota. So Minnesota can sit pretty, but as of now, it's a must win the next 9 games. And I think our players feel great in those situations. I think they like it. They actually been playing better since we've been saying it.
So you'll say it.
Oh yeah.
Gotta have it.
Gotta have it.
This
Oh
is it.
yeah. Yes. If not, we're gonna go the other way. We're not gonna make the playoffs. Yeah.
The other day, you mentioned like looking at the starter minutes, like everyone's playing heavy minutes.
Yeah.
When you're as shorthanded as you are, how do you kind of like mitigate making sure that they're rested and not overdoing it, especially with the condensed schedule and everything? Like, how tough is that balance?
Just being mindful of our practice yesterday, like how much they're on their legs and how much they didn't. I don't want to tell you guys exactly what you did because that's been literally a chemistry lab test that I've been working on personally from the first 6 games we had before All-Star in 12 days. And the six games in 11 days we had right after All-Star. Now we had 6 and 11 again, and we went 4 and 2. And I thought with the road trip, and I thought what medical did, our medical staff stepped up. They did long hours, they did cold tubs, they did everything and anything. And I'm going to give a lot of credit to our medical staff. I think we have one of the best in the league, and they have to work overtime for that. And so I would just say we're figuring it out as we go. Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.